nhìn trên màn hình em nó lên không?
Không, anh có màn hình chứ có xem màn hình của em
Không, em đang share nhưng mà của em thì nó cứ hiện là quay ấy, nhưng mà anh thì có nhìn thấy không?
Không.
Ok, không được.
Thế thôi, tôi thấy sao? Ấn lại.
Nhưng mà vẫn đang quay à? Vẫn đang quay màn hình à?
Không,
Em
vẫn
tắt.
đang quay. Không sao, em tắt đi, em share lại đi.
Thì share từng app được. Có nhìn được không? Nhưng mà có nhìn được cái...
Từ đấy, nó lại tự out rồi.
Không, em tắt đấy. Nhìn được không? Nhìn được Google Chrome không?
Wait a second.
Thế màn hình vẫn đang quay đúng không?
Màn hình vẫn đang quay nhưng mà có vẻ như là không share màn hình của em đang.
Share được thôi nhá. Thôi, thế thì bây giờ như nào? Em bật mic em à hay là như nào?
Anh share màn hình.
Anh share màn nhưng mà mic ai?
Mic em.
Em vẫn nói bình thường đúng không?
Đúng không?
Hi guys. Welcome to our community call number 10.
Em tắt cái clip màn hình điện.
Yeah, so it's another week. K2, can you share the screen? So this week in Vietnam we have the Vietnam Blockchain Summit, which is the first time in Vietnam that we organize a summit here by the government of Vietnam, the Vietnam Blockchain Association. And Linh, our CEO, was a speaker there. He just had a session yesterday. He sit in the same panel with the founder of Digital Finance Group, which currently they are managing 1 billion assets under management, and he talked about a very controversial topic, which is can DAO eventually replace venture capital, centralized venture capital. It was a very interesting session. And also yesterday evening, I was also sitting in a panel of Binance on a topic of a woman in Web3 because Binance is now they are trying to really pay attention to building community in Vietnam, and especially paying more attention to empowering more women to enter the blockchain, the crypto market. So if we have any, upcoming initiatives run by Binance, we will share with you next time, especially if it's focused on women or emerging markets. We would love to discuss more and share more with you on that. So I will be the moderator for today's community call. So in today's community call, we will welcome 3 guests from the DAO team. The first one is K2. K2, you've been familiar with him. So today he will run a discussion session on the notable layer blockchain coming in the bear market, especially Aptos and Sui. So that will be the last part of today. It is a very new session. We have never had an open mic discussion session for everyone, but starting from this week, K2 will be the one who run it. And the other session that we have today is the weekly update from the investment team, which Jean today, she will run that session. And another update from the product team, the design contest for Hectagon landing page. Layman, he's gonna run it today. So Layman, you wanna start first? You ready?
Wait a second.
Okay.
Hello everyone.
It's me, Lyman here. So today we have an update about the upcoming event. Actually, it's the design contest for everyone to join and to participate. And the reward will be in Hectagon. More details will be shown right now. So just hang on a second so I can share my screen and have people look around all the process as well as the design group for the first one of this contest. So K2, can you help me to share the screen? Okay. The file.
Stream is closed.
Em tạo sẽ lấy ra. Ok. Meeting. Chào hỏi đi, không phải hỏi mình có bị ảo.
Sao?
Có ai hỏi mình kìa.
There's some technical issue. We are working on it. So who's gonna share the screen? K2, you share the screen, right? Yeah, I think it's on now.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead, Lyman.
So please take a look at all the information that is on the contest. I will share you the overall information so you can understand the nuance and all the details of the contest. First, okay, so let's have a overview on this. So we're going to have a hectagon design contest. We haven't had a name for it yet, but it's a design contest where anyone, particularly designers, can participate to design the concept on the landing page of Hectagon. And we believe that is a chance for people to have shaped the future of decentralized VC. Under those information is the design brief. So basically we have two rounds. The first round, the, the concept will evolve in the hero section of the landing page. As you can see here, of course this file will be published to the community later, so you can view all the details, but I can walk you through it just a little bit. We have a brief here is all about the key visual for Hectagon on the landing page website. As you can see, you could use anything to describe the concept, including illustration, 3D design, or even typographic to demonstrate the concept that we have here. So the original concept of the first design brief, as you can see, is initially a display of a portal where all the invested project tokens go through and contribute to the value of the Hectare token. In other words, it shows Hectare as a value representation and reflection of all the token value of projects that we invested in. So you can actually create a new concept and even build upon this earlier concept. That wasn't too. About the timeline, so let's just put this. About the timeline of the contest, as you can see here, we have two rounds. So it will have the time, the duration for the first round happen from 22 October to 1 November, and we also have the community vote in 3 days after that. The best all the participants that passed the first round will be announced on November 4th. And the second round will be happens around 5 to 11 November, and the community vote will also have 3 days happen right after that, and the result will be announced on 14 November. So all of this process and all of the updates will be published on our Twitter and also on the Discord of Hectagon, so you can follow all the channel that we publish here to see how the contest going. About the procedure to register for the contest, you can find the form right down here. We have two links. The first link is for people to register for the contest, and the second link uh, will be for the purpose of submit the first round work. You can access to those links and upload the work in the first round before 1 November. And after that, we will close the form. So please remember the date and say the date. About the other information, as you might question, is about how we evaluate those design and reward the contributors. About the criteria, there could be some aspects you can look into. First, in the first round, we focus on three elements of the design: the aesthetic, the creativity, and the content that it display in the design. And all of these criteria um, will be bring on the table for the community to vote on the best design. And those can qualify our criteria will pass the first round and will be voted on snapshot. And in the second round, where we focus more on the user interface of the landing page, we have like four criteria so people can look into: the aesthetic, the usability, the creativity, and the content. It will be it will have different weight on each aspect. So please keep in mind when you do the work and submit your work in each round. As I have said, all the announcement will be published on Twitter and Discord. Please check whether you have followed our social media. And I believe that we all want to know how much this contest would have in reward. So we have an allocation of 240 hectares for people to join, to participate, and pass each round of the contest. Anyone who passed the first round will receive about 10 hectares, and 3 person who passed the second round will receive 50 hectares. Uh, uh, we think that people might have some question, so we have a section. We have section here for people to see whether they have any concern about the contest, can find the answer here. And it will be updated if we see that there's any popular or frequent questions sent to the organization. So that's pretty much about the Hectagon Design contest, and we're looking to have your comments and discussion on our channel, whether you have any question or concern about the contest. Please reach out to me and give me some direct message. I will love to answer those. And that's it. So maybe we can chat a little bit at the end of the community call, whether you have any question for us. So, okay.
Wow, thank you, Lyman. That sounds so exciting. So currently we have more than 20 creative ambassadors that have joined our Discord. So this might be a very good fit for you to get things started with our campaigns of designing meaningful products for Hectagon. So just wanna remind you that the latest date for us to register is the 1st of November, right, Lyman? Yes, the 1st of November. So if you have any questions related to this campaign, feel free to chat in the chat box here, or you can chat in the DAO campaigns channel in the official blogs. Yes, the prize, the reward is very exciting, very rewarding. So I hope to get a lot of registrations from you guys and having you guys on board of building exciting website with us. So now we come to the second session, which is the update from the investment team. We will welcome Jean on board. Jean, are you here?
She's here, so
The stream has ended. What's wrong with you?
it's not quite angry.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Jane,
You are
just
unmute your
Jane,
mic.
Jane,
Okay, you can share your own screen. Hi, Jean. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, clearly.
Actually, I cannot share my screen.
Okay, you can
Yeah.
drop the link here, and K2 will help share the screen.
K2, can you share the link of the Fandy links that I posted in the investment chat?
Okay, wait a second.
Okay, wait a minute. Guys, hold on.
Investment team. Can you drop the link again?
Yeah, a minute. Here. How do you guys see it?
Yeah, got it.
K2, can you share the screen?
Yes.
Yes, wait a minute. What's that noise?
Can you see the screen now?
Yep. Okay, guys, I'm Jane, and now for everyone who haven't yet, talked to me, I'm an investment and project analyst here at Hectagon, and yep, I'm here just to for a quick update. You guys know that we got our first portfolio project, which is Andes, and they have disclosed a successful IDO just recently, and they plan to get on decks and SEX. This is going to be big one. It's going to be big names this November, and keep an eye on the decks and SEX listing, because they are actively onboarding new partner in both e-sport and traditional sport. And I'm quite sure they're going to ride the World Cup trend toward the end of this year. So yeah.
Jean, I
Guys.
think we got a feedback that the audio is not clear. It's a little bit noisy from your side. I can hear you, but it's a little bit like, yeah.
Yeah. Is better right now. It's better right now.
I think, yeah, it's pretty clear for me. Yeah. Please go
Okay.
ahead. Yeah.
Now we move on to the update of new project this week. So okay, do you see the website? I have this comment.
Yes.
Yep. So we're gonna talk about GDEX Metaverse a little bit. They are big teams, and we hop on two or one or two meeting with them already, and we are on the final phase of you know, evaluate this team, and they're building a multi-chain virtual management platform. And yeah, they just planning to build the biggest gaming platform in the metaverse. And this team, let me see. Okay, they got all the big names. They got ex Disney, ex Disney, and let me see. Okay, ex Disney and ex Roblox and ex. So yep, they got all the big name in traditional games and also in the web 2 as well, and they already built a community with their previous games, and now they're planning to scale it into a whole ecosystem. So previously they are a GameFi studio, and they already complete their more than 1 million gaming NFT sales, and now they decide to go further. They decide to build to move complete to move into, you know, a whole ecosystem of GameFi. So yeah, so they are planning to launch GDEC Metaverse earlier next years, and yep. So and they already raised I mean 1.2 million dollar already, and they're raising from us. So I think we are going to release a full-scale research paper on this team later. So you guys can stay tuned and you know, see what they can offer. And then we have this other team. We're talking with this other team also. Can you guys open no oh yeah. So I don't know if you guys already heard of this team already, but they've been building since, you know, the late of 2021. Yep. And they are building a trading card game, but on Web3. Another GameFi project, but they already, you know, raised more than 6 million for their seed round, and now they are building the first ever trading game on the Web3 space, and this team, they got some, you know, innovation tech-wise. We have them tackle all the previous, you know, mistake of the big Web3 names. For example, token inflation, or just simply the lack of entertaining factors in games. So yeah, and they are backed by several big names. For example, CDFI going to be, CDFI is the hands-on backers, and also we have some other big names, including, you know, tier one VCs. We are not allowed to disclose all information right now, but in the upcoming research paper, we're probably going to, you know, provide more details on this team. So stay tuned for that. Besides from this team, we have up to other 20s project applying into Hectagon in the past week. So if you guys have any others sectors that you guys are interested in, feel free to ping me. Because right now we only focus on some big team with quite a rush timeline. So we're going to prioritize this team first. But if you guys have any interest in teams building on Aptos or Sui or Say or Starnage, anything, just feel free to ping us so that we can dive into those teams. And also we are seeking for more members to join us to have just simply do the first screening of all these projects, because we got so many projects applying into Hectagon for the past weeks. So if any of those contributors want to get to know those project early and simply want to have us and earn some reward from contributing to the DAOs, feel free to ping me. Yep. So I think that's it. And also I'm a little bit sorry for my voice today, but yeah. Thank you guys. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ping me. I'm Jean, an investment analyst from Hectagon. See you guys.
Thank you, Jin. That's a very exciting update from you. So just want to clarify a little bit. So weekly, you will update with the community about the shortlisted project, right? The most exciting project that you have been reviewed in the last week, correct?
Yep. But it's going to be limited. It's going to be it's going to be from 2 to 5 project only.
Yeah.
Out up to 20 project this week got weekly.
Yeah, just the shortlisted. Yes. So one point that you mentioned in your update that we are going to break down the investment process, especially the screening and due diligence process, into smaller parts, so that we can involve the community to jump in and really participate in the investment process. That is a very exciting news, and we look forward to hear more and about that in the upcoming call. Yeah, because I believe that the investment process, for deal sourcing, currently we already have the venture partner program, right? And then we have preliminary screening and setting up meetings with the startups and do research and do investment memo. All of those things I think we can break down into smaller parts, smaller elements, so that community members, even not many of you guys have, I know that not many of you guys have the expertise in investments, but when we break it down to smaller elements, smaller tasks like that, then many more people can involve in. Because actually I have received a lot of questions from the community if they can participate in the investment process and learn more about the investments. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to hear more about that process, about upcoming campaigns that the community can join in the upcoming call. Thank you, Jean. Yes.
I think it's a really valuable opportunities for you guys as individual to join us, because you are going to approach a project hidden gems from the earliest stage. So thanks Felicia for making a roundup for that.
Yeah.
If you guys have any question, feel free to ping me.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, thank you, Jean. And I hope to see you next week. Let's review a very exciting projects, and we look forward for your next week update. Thank you. And now we're going to the third part of today. This is actually a very new session that we're going to kickstart it from this week. That it is a weekly open mic discussion that K2 will be the one who lead it for this week. So yeah, pass to you, K2.
Okay, thank you guys for coming up today. I see that we have like 25 to 27 people in here. So it's good that our community call having more and more people to join. So you see that the main team that the team is doing that, yeah, we are doing a DAO, right? So it is not fair to have only me or Jean or Felicia or Lyman speak all the time. It should be like all of you. So as Jean already said that you guys can apply for investment team and join her in the session. So just talk to her. And I just remind you again about the session that Lyman just already talked about the design contest. He will soon update you guys. So now for my part is the blockchain update. So actually the blockchain update is a series that we are going to do. You can adjust the volume. Okay, so actually the blockchain update section is a series that we are going to do every 2 weeks. So just remind you that we are going to do it every 2 weeks. Why? Because we want to give the community some useful knowledge on the crypto market, but it's also like a opportunity for community members to speak up and share their knowledge. So the price, the reward will be 10 hectare per speaker. So in order to make it easier for you guys to catch up with the topics and maybe submit for the presentation, so I lay out the plan in here. So today is 21st October 2022. So we will talk about some notable layer 1 blockchain layer in the bear market like Aptos and Sui. The reason why I chose this topic because in Hectagon you know that we're already doing some research about expanding to another chains. I already promised you guys to propose some research on new chain, but actually it's like too much. We are already doing research here, but in order for us to compile into some presentation session, it will take another time. So it will be another thing that we will ask the community for help. The next session will be the 4th of November. So the topic will be the big crypto events and the impact on the market. You see that there's so many events here right now. But when we come to the end of this year, there will be more and more events. And in this event, many people will come to discuss. They will see how they want to shape the market in the future. So it's important to us to catch up with the event. So my call in here that every guy you can submit to me like the topic for the next 2 weeks is the big event in the crypto market. Please submit to me the presentation you want, and when we do, I will do a short list and I give you guys to the stage in the 4th of November. So please submit submit to me the presentation before like 2 days, 1 to 2 days before for the date, so I can choose the winner and that one will speak on stage like this. And the third topic will be the Bitcoin movement and how it affects the crypto market. You can see that by 18 November, it is coming to the end of the year. And in crypto season, every time we come to the end of the year, near Christmas or near New Year, the price of Bitcoin will fluctuate a lot. And actually, it will dictate how the market is going. So it will be nice for us to have a discussion on that. And it will show us how to navigate our funds in that time. So in another topic in 18 November. So feel free to choose one of these 2 topics and submit to me, and we can have more discussion. And the winners will present in the community call. We have community call in every Friday, right? So just submit that, and the reward again is 10 hectare for speaker. So now for the today talk. So actually I expect that today is not me, but it's to Russ. So sorry, it will be me today. I hope that this will be the worst presentation you ever see, and the next time all the new presentation is much better. So today I'm going to talk about the notable layer 1 blockchain in bear market. So actually, what do you look for? What do you look for in bear market? Actually, in bear market, you look for new narrative, new money, and new people to join. So actually, in bear market is the best time for investment. Why? Because in bear market, the venture capital space is less crowded, less people eager to put money on, but also like for project and more innovation to come and less noise. Actually, Hectagon is born in the bear market. And what we are doing right now, we see that actually it's a little bit hard to raise new fund, but for project we see so many innovation in here. For example, the project that Jean already showed you guys, the GDEX, they are not GameFi project, but what they do is that they try to use blockchain to help gamer to build their own profile on chain, which is I think pretty a big deal, because you see that many companies that doing with like gamer profile, they're doing pretty well, like for example like streams. So for any gamer here, you already know stream, right? Very big company, they have gamer to build profile, chat with friend, already play game there. So I think GDEC is good one too. So you see that in bear market, more innovation and less noise. And in 2022 right now, the new narrative is the layer one, and they try to bring new narrative to the market. I will show you my opinion on that. So if you do a little bit research on Google, and Google say that I just copy the word in here straight from the landing page of these two new layer one, and say Aptos is a new independent project to fulfill vision of safe product ready blockchain blah blah. So it's a decentralized proof of stake blah blah, a lot of like jargon. And actually for me, I read this thing and I find no information at all. And but the thing that catch my eye is that they are ex Facebook, and Facebook they already want to do a blockchain in them, and that blockchain is built for the social network use case. And what is social network use case? The use case of social network is that you have a lot of people posting a lot of things and reading a lot of things. So basically the characteristic of the blockchain will be very different from the one that we already know, like Ethereum or Bitcoin. So I think it's interesting to take a look at. So what I see is that the old narrative that we already have in the market right now is, you see that we have Ethereum, Bitcoin, Avax. So the application for them is like decentralized exchange and marketplace, and their own, what I mean is linked data. So linked data, what I mean when I say linked data is that, for example, when you trade on a decentralized exchange, when you buy or when you sell, it affects the price for the person do the buy or sell after you. So every time you interact with the application, it change a set of data that affect everyone else. So that's the reason I call the DEX or the marketplace, or even the lending protocol like MakerDAO, or something like, let's say, the stable coin. All of the applications that we are very familiar on the crypto market right now, they are linked data application, where one user action affect enormously on the outcome of others. In other words, this application represent for a set of application, I call it the interact with the market application. So interacting with the market application is perfect set of application for finance application, for governance application, because like in finance, every time you buy or sell, you affect the other, and in governance too, right? Every time you make a vote, it also change the result, and it might affect the effectiveness of the vote of the other. So a lot of things like this to discuss, but this is such a set of application, I call it the linked data. So you see that if you have some knowledge on programming, you see that all the Ethereum and Avax and other EVM, or I mean like almost other blockchain network right now, they build for this use case. So every time there's a transaction, so all the nodes have to agree on the data, and they change the data behind it. But actually, when I take a look at the new narrative that Soin and Aptos are doing, I see it very interesting. Because you see that they come from, the team does not come from nowhere. They come from Facebook. And in Facebook, they have a set of application which is totally different from the application I told you before. The application here is social network, note taking, and email, chat, and things like that. So this application, X user interaction and data have little to do with outcome the other. For example, when I post into Facebook, so my post on Facebook have nothing to do with your post. So it doesn't affect your post. It might affect your post, but just a little. So what I mean is that, for example, when you use, let's say you use a note-taking app online, so you have a space for you to store your note, and that have nothing to do with the space to store the data for the other. So this set of application, I call it like the data is silo from each other. So the need for, like, for example, if you bring that application on chain, so every time you make a transaction, it doesn't need to be validated by all the node in the world. It might be validated by some node, eventually will validated by all the node to make sure the security is good. But it doesn't need to be like, if you want to finalize the transaction, it doesn't need to be like every node in the world have to agree on the transaction. It doesn't need to be so. So when I look at the way that Aptos and Suis are built, and also their programming language, then in their programming language they specify that every time you write a program, you have to decide that this data is like private data that have nothing to do with other people data, or it will be a public one. So I see that the Aptos and Sui are built for this use case. So for the application that each user interaction has like little to do with other user interaction, and it based on that they build a network that supports this application, and the speed will be really fast, and the security level is still like acceptable. So for example, if you want to build, let's say, an exchange like on Sui and Aptos, I think it's not suitable because they are not built for this use case. But if you want to build, like, let's say you want to build Discord on this, you want to build email like Gmail on this, you want to build Google Calendar on this, you want to build note-taking app on this, even you want to build game on this, is good. Because right now you see that GameFi is not really blockchain application. GameFi is just normal game, and you have some like blockchain address to claim the asset in the game. But the game is still off-chain. But with Sui and Aptos, they are promised something else. They are promised that sometime in the future you can write a game, you deploy the game on chain, and everything happen on chain. There's no like off-chain mechanism anymore, and the game is still very fast, and the user experience is pretty good. So I think that's a new narrative they want to build to, they want to bring to the market. But it's still like a long way to go. Yeah. So actually that is the end of my presentation. So I just want to sum it up in just few words that in the bear market we are looking for new narrative, and the new narrative in this market is that they want to onboard new people by bringing new layer one with new use case. We still have to see like how things go. A lot of challenge before, but I think it's very excited, and new promising project to come. So before I wrap up, before I end my presentation, I just want to remind you again, like, next time, next 2 weeks, it's not going to be me. It's going to be you guys. Some of you guys in the community just DM me and just message me, and we will talk, and submit me the presentation before 3rd of November. Question Q&A.
Thank you, K2. That's a very it's a very insightful presentation of him today. But yeah, we expect to learn a lot more from you guys in the upcoming week. So K2, I just want to ask a little bit about the campaign. Is there any standard of how the presentation should look like how many slides, what it should cover, how deep of the research should be, and how long the presentation should be, like all of those materials?
Yeah,
Please share more.
Yeah, so I think the presentation should less than 15 minutes. We don't have really much time here. And also the deeper research, you can go as deep as you want, because I see that we have many experts in the community right here. Yes, we did some user research with the community. You can see that you guys in the market already like 1 to 2 years. So yeah, be really deep in the research, and maybe if you are I think if the presentation is good enough, we can make a really good research topic on that, and we can push it into media and do something else. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So the presentation should be on
15 minutes.
15 minutes, and it's deep enough because not everyone here is newbie in the market anymore, right? And it should be like PowerPoint, right? Presentation.
Yes, and but don't be shy. If you even I say it's diff enough, but it's like I think just presentation is okay. We can talk. It's like something you see that is very obvious for you doesn't mean it's obvious for me.
Yeah.
So I just want to push the topic and for you guys to apply. But if you have better topic in mind, just tell us. It's okay.
Yeah, that was something I
Yeah.
I was about to ask. So this is the three topics that K2 mentioned today. It's just your thoughts, right? But if people have, any of you guys have any other better topic that you want to speak up next week, next upcoming weeks, then feel free to do that. Um, so yeah, you guys will have 2 weeks for the next topic. The next topic is what are crypto big events and their impact on the market. This is K2's suggested topic. You guys feel free to give another topic. Just DM him your idea. So yeah, very looking forward for upcoming sharing from you guys. So Lyman just dropped the details about the design contest in the chat box. So feel free to check it out. So yeah, we have around 5 to 7 minutes left. We are feel free to answer any of your questions if you have, or you guys can just open your mic and we chat. Don't be shy.
Yeah, don't be shy. Okay. So if you want to talk, just say that I will open your mic. I see that Mr. Fang here. I will. You can speak.
Okay.
Okay, you can speak.
You wanna speak? You wanna speak that?
I want to hear your voice too. I chat to you a lot, but I don't know your voice.
Agree.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
sure.
Hi, Cordobus.
Okay.
Oh,
Hello, nice to talk to you again.
hello, good day, everyone.
Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing great, and you?
Good. Yeah.
You were talking about something about the creative context. I want to ask: is the context, is it like a competitive that at the end of it they will now select whosoever that will win in the event?
You're asking about the
That-
design contest, right?
Yes, the creative contest. You said something about pertaining to that.
Yeah. Lyman, you wanna take that?
Yeah, sure.
Can you-
Which part you are having question?
Like, I just want to ask the kind of contest you want, you want the community to grade, and is it going to be selective? At the end of it, are we going to select the winner of the contest? Like, few persons that won. That's what I want to know.
Okay. So about the application for the first round, all we want is the submission of the idea and also the design of the following the design brief that we have here. As you can see, based on the original concept, you can create a new one or build upon this concept to follow the kind of visualization. And the thing that we want to say here, which is according to the Hectagon vision, we want to make it understandable for people to get the concept of decentralized VC, and also the reflection, the value reflection of Hectare token. About the format of submission, as you can see here, you can submit with PNG or IMG, PDF, or any format that could be placed on the hero section of the landing page. Did it clear your concern?
Yes, thank you. And I want to ask about the
Yeah.
Seeing the top projects going down, I think there's a need to break more awareness. So I just think if Hexagon is open for partnership with other projects, so that whenever they partner with the other project, announcement will be made, and people from both community will now get to know the two projects and will come into the project.
Yeah, I think so too. Are you saying that with partnership we can share the information of the contest like this to uh, further participants?
No, I'm not saying that. Like I'm talking about Hexagon project, partnering with other projects. Take for instance, you can find another project and partner with. In as much as partner with that project, announcement will be made on Twitter and also their community.
Yeah, so
This project partner with this project, and I think people seeing the Hectagon in the other project, they will now have to try to follow their Twitter or social angle to know more about the Hectagon project. So that's what I'm trying to say.
yeah, I totally agree with that. And actually, we're still looking for that kind of partnership as well, like community partners, right? So yeah, please chat more with me about the ideas, and we can bounce ideas with each other and discuss more on this in the EDM. Thank you.
It's okay, no problem. I'll chat with you.
Yes. Thank you, Codabus. Have a nice day.
Okay.
Okay.
Any
Anyone
question?
else have questions or just sharing?
If you want to have a question, then we can continue with the songs.
Sorry, can't hear you. Can you repeat?
I said if there's no other question, we can continue with the songs.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah, I will open the mic for you. Hi, Nalik. Yeah, open your mic already. Go ahead.
Like right now?
Nalik. You can speak now. Hello. Nalik. I think you are. Where's
Nalik.
Oh,
Yeah.
you are still. You have to press the unmute button from your side as well.
Hello.
Yes, hear you.
Okay. Good morning.
Good afternoon here.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
It's good to hear from you guys again.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah. Okay, so my question is this about the design.
The design contest, right? Yeah, about the design contest.
Yes. So if after election, because there is already an open campaign for creative ambassador. My question is this: if you were selected for the design contest, let me say at the end of the contest, you are among the first three get selected.
Hi.
Does it mean that
I'm sorry, but your voice is breaking. We cannot hear you well. Can you check the connection, please? Your network? The voice is breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Still breaking. Yes, say again.
Hello.
Yes.
Can I go on?
Yes, go on, please.
Okay. So my question is this: if a creative ambassador joins the contest and doesn't get selected, does it mean that the person gets out from the creative ambassador campaign? Like you won't be able to design creative ambassador again in the other campaign. If you are not selected in the design, doesn't you'll be kicked out from the other campaign creative ambassador?
Ý bạn là kiểu cái creative campaign với cả cái này nó chạy song song được không? Được đúng không?
Creative campaign là cái gì?
em chào Kiếm Linh, em phải nói chuyện với cả Hoàn nữa chứ.
Hello.
Yeah, so let me clarify your question. So your question is, can you participate both creative campaigns and this design contest, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yep, totally possible. Yes. You're welcome to participate in both. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So all
Thank
of
you
the
very much.
so all of the campaigns that we are running are separate. You can join multiple campaigns, not just so design. Currently, we have creative ambassador. We have this design contest. We also have Twitter ambassador. We also have Angels Alliance. So multiple campaigns going on, and you can feel free to participate as many as possible based on your capacity.
Yeah, and also we, you know that in Hectagon we invest in other project, and other project they are start asking us to provide like help. So we will channel the work to you too, because like the open food chain they already asked me like if there's some help on the Discord server, and in the future maybe the design, and also we have Fancy, which is like super in the design. They are the entertainment and football, so many things to come. So just register with us, and I think more will come.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
And you too.
Thank you. Yes, so thank you guys. I think it has passed 4 minutes, so let's wrap up today's call. I think it's a very productive, and I think it's the most the most engaging call we have had so far. So it's a very exciting sign from myself, for myself. Yeah, so thank you so much for joining this call today, and we look forward to see you next week. Bye bye. See you.
Any question about the design contest, please DM me.
Yeah, DM Lyman. Okay, thank you guys. Bye bye.
Cái report ở blockchain